District 59 is a district of 15 schools. We have pre-kindergarten through 8th grade students, and we're located in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. It's a unique place. We have about 6,000 students, and we have a very high population of English learners. We were adopting new curricular resources in math, ELA, social studies, science, really moving all of our Tier 1 curricular materials and shifting entirely. And at the same time, we had a significant amount of students who were needing intervention and were qualifying for intervention. So, we fell into that category of the upside down triangle, but we really were doing everything all at once to try and get our students on track and get our multi-tiered system of support balanced. And at the same time, we had lots of students moving into the district, newcomers, and lots of language needs.
I think as we were launching all new core curriculum for all of our different instructional programming and diving into what support and intervention resources do we have, we found that one size fits all is not going to work. And so when we started looking at intervention needs, for example, we noticed that School A at that time had 29 students recommended for reading intervention compared to School B that had 127 students just 2 blocks away. We really had to start thinking about how are we going to design systems and structures that are going to meet the needs of everyone, considering the different needs across the district.
We had established basic structures at that point. We had meeting schedules, we had a calendar, we had people rotating through topics and looking at student data and making decisions. So we had quite a bit laid out, but it wasn't happening consistently, systematically, and certainly wasn't being recorded.
A local district that had just started using Branching Minds, and I just fell in love. I was like, that is what we need, because we had zero consistency when it came to decision making, entrance and exit criteria, documenting plans, like all things, MTSS or RTI and that. And it just was like music to my ears. And the solution, we needed somewhere to collect data as well in a system-wide database that would allow us to have visualizations and the reports and all of that, because we really couldn't speak very well to what our baseline was. Like, as a system, where did our achievement fall at that time? Where did we want to go? Just the way it not only holds the documentation, but when used correctly, it does facilitate the process. To filter down a very specific condition forces your conversation at the table to then be very specific and intentional. So it really does allow the team conversations to not only just talk about what the problems are, but really get to that action-based solution finding and develop some nice plans to put into place. From a system level stance and being at the district office, just because all of our plans live in Branching Minds, we're able to analyze and evaluate whether what we're doing is working from so many different angles. The reports that are built into Branching Minds are fantastic. They're easy to read. They're easily accessible. Having our data organized in that way has revamped how we talk about student achievement.
From the district leadership perspective, I find the behavioral incidents dashboards and reports really, really helpful, and something that I'm very regularly in viewing, which allows me to be more responsive to our buildings and their needs and the things that I know are top of mind. Student behaviors are certainly concerning for everyone, and that allows me to do my job a little bit better and our district level job a little bit better. So the way that it's visualized within Branching Minds is incredibly helpful.
So back in the fall of 22-23, we had around 1,300 students across the district needing reading intervention. As of fall 2025, that is down to 709 students. So we almost cut that number in half, or well on our way to, at least. And then just to give you an idea of, in terms of intervention provision, back in that first fall of 22-23, of the students that needed intervention, we were only able to provide it to 62% of those students. As of this fall, we are at 97% of students identified as needing reading intervention have a documented plan. I'm just most proud that even when things got tough and challenges presented themselves, we, as a team across the district, stayed committed. and we got the results that we were hoping for. And our work is never done. I don't know that I imagined we'd be here already, but I'm super proud that we are. So I think I'm just most proud that we stayed committed.